Hey, everybody, this is Boog Shambi. Welcome to the show. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show has an AL East matchup. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to go. And today's starting pitcher, Zach Eflin. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo. Don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's one down as we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. And a key piece, a guy having a big season for them, Aaron Judge.
Well, this is a player that's hit over 300 for his career in terms of batting average. And being able to do that, that is extremely good bat-to-ball skills that he's had for a long time. He's just got a real consistent approach, uses all fields, and he's got a game plan when he comes to the plate. So let's just keep our eyes on him. I think it's pretty hard to take your eyes off of him.
Could be extra bases.
That play looks routine defensively, but with all of the little nooks, it can get real tricky down in the corner. Kept it to a long single. Nice defensive play.
Here's the veteran second baseman, Don Mattingly. 2 homers in the game yesterday, so he's feeling good coming in. Line drive, and that's a base hit to right. Clemente makes the turn at second. And now a wide throw to third.
The first baseman, number 25,
Mark McGuire stepping in now for the Yankees. Right now, 3rd in the American League in RBIs. Foul ball there.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
At the belt and fires. This to center field. Makes the catch. Runner tags from third. The run comes across and the Yankees score first. It's 1-0.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
Ricky Henderson, the next to hit. Another solid power season. Line drive, base hit. Lead runner around second. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
110 miles per hour, and man, that exit velocity, not every hitter's capable of getting that kind of jump off the bat, no matter how hard they swing. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here is Aaron Judge. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. On to the bottom of the first. Yankees 1, the Rays nothing. Back here at the ballpark, and today's starter, Whitey Ford. Chris, he is a fun one to watch do his thing out there.
Well, he comes in carrying a career ERA under 3. He's been fantastic ever since he broke into the big leagues. Can't wait to watch him pitch today.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now up for Tampa Bay, number 50. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. And a foul ball. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
The wind of the pitch. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Torrey pulls that one down, and there's one down.
Huge sigh of relief, I'm sure, for that guy out there on the bump to retire a great hitter like that for the first one of the game.
Now a look at Kevin Cash's lineup for the Tampa Bay Rays. Yandy Diaz now. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Ford, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, a sinker, and he occasionally uses a curve.
The first pitch, just a tough pitch at the knees on the outside corner for a strike, and then he went in on the next one. So he's got to move the ball in and out from pitch to pitch, up and down, and just try to keep these guys looking all over the place and never lock into one area because he just doesn't have the stuff to beat you that way.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the center fielder, number 0. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Called strike right there.
Guy like this can be tough. He's not going to try to beat you with velocity, but he's going to sink it, he's going to change speeds, and he's going to pitch backwards at times.
Here's the 0-2. Caught him looking for the K. Rays held in check here. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Welcome back. Second inning set to go. And now, Sammy Sosa. Eflin back to work. This one blasted deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. A big blow to the home fans. His latest homer in an incredible season. And they tack one on the board. It's 2-0.
High velocity up and in is just such a difficult location for the hitter, but this time he pulls the hands tight to the body, gets through this pitch. What conviction in that swing. Awesome job at the plate.
Joe Torre stepping in now for the Yankees. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. That smash towards center. Makes the grab, one away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Man, I love that route. The ball was smoked. He knew he had to get back to the track right away. Turned his back on the infield. Got to the spot. Turned around and made a nice catch.
Line drive, base hit.
And that keeps his hitting streak going. He's making this look way easier than it is, Booth. Setting the record is hard enough, but to keep upping it every day like he is, I don't really know what to say anymore.
At this point, it honestly tries to get back and save. Now, here is Roberto Clemente. Throw to second, and great jump.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
The 0-1. Runner goes again. Pitch in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, sometimes stealing third base can be tough, especially if that shortstop or second baseman are making some noises, moving towards the bag, try to make you think that you've got to stay close. Well, they didn't do a very good job of that. Get a comfortable lead, got a great jump, and that's how you steal third base.
And a pitch. And that one hammered. That's back there. On the warning track, and hauls it in. Solo homer extends the Yankees lead. And it's 2-zip. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here at Tropicana Field, and here is number 81. He's a left-handed batter who still comes up with good contact and a good average against left-handed pitchers. And takes low for ball one. All right, so you hit lefty. What makes it so hard to face a left-handed pitcher?
Left-handers, they just seem to have different arm angles. So to keep that front shoulder in there and really discipline yourself can be tough sometimes, but the guys that do it well, man, I tip my cap to them every day.
The pitch. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And a pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Chop back up the middle. On the run. Throw to first. Throws it away.
Well, I definitely think the speed down the line played a factor on that throw. He had more time than he thought, but as a fielder, the speed of the game and the speed of the runner sometimes can get in your head, and he just rushed it and failed to make a clean throw.
Digging in, number 1. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
He's in there. Lau at the plate. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
There's an opportunity to do some damage, but you've got to be selective. Make sure you get a pitch that you can handle.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you do.
This one in the air right field. Judge getting an angle on it. Puts the squeeze on it. Runner tagging from third. The tag, safe. And it's a one-run game.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner at third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Harold Ramirez at the dish. One of the stars in the win yesterday as he had 3 hits. There's the strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Strike 2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Home team down a run as the Rays try and punch back down a run. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Goes to second. Safe there. One down. Nico Holsizer getting ready to hit. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. McGuire calls it in, 2 away.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but a competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at-bat.
Manuel Margot up to the plate. Next pitch is popped up. Mattingly drifts towards it and makes the play, and that's out number 3. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across one. We head on now to the top of the third. And welcome back onto the 3rd inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Don Mattingly. Eflin back to work. Swing and a line drive curling foul down the right side. Eflin measures 6 feet 6 inches, 28 years old. A former first-round pick back in 2012. Laced to right center, base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
The center fielder, number 24, Ricky.
And up next for New York, Ricky Henderson. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Hard hit, base hit, around third. He'll score easily, and they lead by 2.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it's gone. He circles the bases, his latest homer in an incredible season. And they throw 3 on the board. It's 6-1. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there, no doubt about it. The pitcher knew as soon as that ball left his fingertips, it was trouble. Right on a platter, right down the heart of the plate. I'm sorry, but big league hitters don't miss that pitch.
And next for New York. Sammy Sosa. He's already homered in this one. Line drive. And there's one down.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
Joe Torre stepping in now for the Yankees. He's 0 for 1.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there. He owns the home plate area.
Can't get there. Base hit.
The left fielder, number 7, Mickey.
Man at first, Mickey Mantle stepping in now for the Yankees.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
And a pitch. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's back. And out of here. His latest homer in an incredible season. And they add to the lead. It's 8-1. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
On the mound now, Eric Lauer.
And he's coming in to pitch on 4 days rest right here. And that might not be a factor at all in terms of being rusty, but he should definitely be well rested.
Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, number 50. 1 for 2. Line drive to short and caught.
That'll drive you crazy as a hitter if you let it. I mean, he couldn't have hit that ball more on the screw than he did, and yet he's got nothing to show for it. Hang with him. I know the feeling.
2 outs, base is empty. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Roberto Clemente. Foul ball.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He flexes his power with that swing, and they add on. It's 9-1.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
2 outs, nobody on. Here's the second baseman, John Mattingly. Hard hit, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. The final damage here, they bat around. 10 come to the plate, 7 runs on the board. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Yankees 9, the Rays 1. Back now in Tampa Bay, stepping in, number 50. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Oh, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite. Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some guys. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse, go after hitters and get quick outs.
Swings and misses, and now one away.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
And first offering is fouled off. Late that time, and it's strike two. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
The idea was right. Looking to locate that fastball up and in. He just missed his spot a little bit.
He goes down looking.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the third one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
The 0-1. To third, Clemente. Out number 3. Rays go in order. 1, 2, 3. They trail it big. It's 9-1. Back here at the ballpark. Now it's going to be Mark McGwire.
Number 25, Mark McGwire.
The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. On a line, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. 112 miles per hour. The ball seemed to explode off the bat right there. He put everything together on that swing. So that's one of those knocks that feels a little extra sweet.
And here is Ricky Henderson. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Here comes Aaron Judge. Liner, base hit. McGwire around third. He will score. It's 10-1.
Comes through with the RBI. These days, when you see a ball come off the bat like that, I mean, the first thing you want to know as a spectator, what was the exit velocity? 109 in this case. I mean, that's just impressive, and it's so cool we can get that sort of feedback so instantly in today's game.
Next to hit, Sammy Sosa. Hard ground ball, base knock. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's 11-1.
Wastes no time there. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Joe Torre stepping in now for the Yankees. And a base hit up the middle. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Number 7, Mickey.
And now the big time power threat, Mickey Mantle. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. He makes the grab. Both runners tagging. Throw cut off to third. There for the out. Runner scores from third.
Well, the defense definitely on the clock with that one. Everything had to be perfect to get the runner at third. And you talk about a throw on the money, the relay to third. Just a good job all the way around.
New pitcher now, Jalen Beeks. He last pitched 4 days ago, so he should feel pretty fresh. Back to the top of the Yankee order. Number 50 will hit next. 1 for 3. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for.
Margot makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. So they get 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Welcome back. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, number 2. The wind and the pitch. Ground ball left side. Tosses across to first. And a quick out, number one.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's a big power threat. Number one. Known for his rocket arm behind the plate. Swings through that one. 0-1. And a swing and a miss there.
The guy's going this good. He's retired 7 in a row. You got to step out of the box, fake bunt, do something to break it up.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Now 2 away.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
And that one wrapped foul. Left-hand hitter waits. Got him swinging. Down in order go the Rays. They're looking up at a 12-1 deficit. Back here at Tropicana Field, new inning getting started. Now the number 2 hitter, Roberto Clemente. The pitch. There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. And out of here. So he blasts one out the other way. His second home run of the game. It's 13-1. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
Now it's the second baseman, Don Mattingly. That's hard hit on the line. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter, Mark McGwire. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
In the air, right side. Hauls it in for the out.
The center fielder, number 24. Ricky.
2 outs, base is empty. And stepping in for the Yankees, Ricky Henderson.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
And it drops in, but a good job to keep it in front.
The right fielder, number 99.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. He's already homered here in this one. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Way back there. And that one is out of here. Aaron Judge leads the yard. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 15-1.
When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
They go with one of their more experienced arms in this spot, Andrew Kittredge.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
So 2 away with nobody on. Now it's the DH, Sammy Sosa. Ripped on a line to center. And that is that. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. Home half of the 5th coming up. Major League Baseball is on the show. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the DH, Harold Ramirez. The pitch. And it's fouled away.
Well, these Rays definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
Next offering is in for a strike.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for them at times.
Out to short. Tosses to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
Now, Nico Holsizer. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. One down, base is empty.
No.
Swings and misses. And a count 1-2. Swings through it for the K. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Well, he's showing some pretty dominating stuff out there in this one, not just in terms of swing and miss, but also in terms of command. You know, all the strikeouts, they just kind of speak for themselves, but when you don't walk anyone, you're demonstrating that you have the confidence in your abilities to truly go right after opposing batters.
Margot at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. Oh, 0-2 now. Stays alive.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
Bounced, and that got the pitcher. On to first. That ends the frame. Welcome back. And now, Joe Torre. And here it comes. Boots it. But the throw to first gets him easily. And that's the first out.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Mickey Mantle digs in now. Out towards right center field. Number 0 settles under it. Puts the squeeze on that one. And a couple of quick outs. Two of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. And now it's going to be number 50.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely. Try to hit the ball out of the park. Do what he loves to do.
Nice grab. Over to first. And it beats him. What a play. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. Yankees out in front, 15-1. Back now in Tampa Bay, bottom of the 6th inning, and stepping in for the Rays, number 50.
Number 50.
Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Jimmy Cordero.
And he's been fantastic this year. Really stingy in terms of allowing base runners. He's just got great stuff that's tough to square up.
Number 70. Jimmy Cordero.
The pitch. Into center. Henderson moves under it. And puts the squeeze on that one. One away.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
So digging in, Yandy Diaz, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And first offering is fouled off. Cordero, 31 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. 0-1. And a foul ball. Righty to the plate. On the ground, right side. Mattingly whips it to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Number 0 next to hit for the Rays. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And that one fouled off.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Singy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't. And this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
Next to hit, number 81. Here comes the 0-1. Hit hard. That gets through. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Slings to first, inning over. And up next for New York, Roberto Clemente. He's already homered twice, the last one back in the 5th.
Just seems like he can't miss right now, seeing the baseball as well as anyone on the field. Now, I know the odds are against him, but who's going to bet against this guy right now?
Kittredge back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Fought off foul. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Don Mattingly now at the plate. Line drive, caught.
Nice swing and good solid contact. That ball was smoked, but needed a little more lift to get into the outfield gap. Maybe a little more backspin.
Man at first, Mark McGwire stepping in now for the Yankees. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. A 2-run shot, his latest homer in an incredible season. And they add a couple more. It's 17-1.
No, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Ricky Henderson, the next to hit. And that's in there for strike 1. Still only 1 out here in the inning. And there's a foul ball. Oh, and 2 now. That one ripped. Pulsizer calls it in, and there's 2 away.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
And Judge spoils that one.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
0-1 now. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
He was all over that one. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
At the plate, Sammy Sosa. Swung on, belted. That's back there. And caught on the warning track. 2-run blast for the Yankees this inning. 7th inning stretch time. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here at the ballpark, set for the last half of the 7th. Here's the second baseman, Brandon Loud. Pitching change here, Wandy Peralta. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again.
Number 58, Wandy Peralta.
The pitch. On the ground, and it stays fair. And that rolls into the corner. Now he turns and heads for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Now here is Harold Ramirez. Started after the 0-1 pitch, and now a check down to first. And he won around. Ruled to swing. Lau stands at second with no outs. 0-2 as he waves at that one.
Well, you can't expect to get a great pitch to hit with an open base and a runner on second. He's going to have to really tighten up his sights here. Make sure that he can barrel up the ball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And that one fouled off. Man at second. On the ground to first, McGuire. And he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Manuel.
Here's Manuel Margot.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
That's in for a strike.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch, keep the at-bat alive.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and that'll do it. So out of the pen comes the right-hander. Sean Armstrong.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Joe Torre getting ready to hit. Here comes a pitch. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Pulls in with a double. Third hit for him today. So man aboard. Mickey Mantle digs in now. That one ripped right center field. Gone. The Rockets one to right, his second home run of the game, and they tack on to their lead. It's 19-1. Singy, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
And now number 50. There's a line drive to left field. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Roberto Clemente stepping in now for the Yankees. He's trying for third. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close.
Wow, these guys are merciless. I'd say a questionable decision to steal third right there with a big lead. Probably won't be received well in the other dugout.
And a base hit knocks in a run.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Now on the mound for the Rays, Pete Fairbanks. This guy can bring it velocity-wise. And next for New York, Don Mattingly. Now a screamer into the outfield. Calls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Mark McGuire.
Man at first, and the batter now, Mark McGuire. And first offering is fouled off. That one the other way. Base hit. Clemente rounds second on his way to third. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
So they're at the corners now. And now the center fielder, Ricky Henderson. That one is hammered right field. Margot going back some more. And he brings it into the warning track. Runner tagging and heading for home. He's in on the sac fly, and they extend their lead.
Man, there's a sac fly to bring home another run in this inning. These guys are just piling it on. We're seeing some really quality at-bats out of this team right now.
It's Aaron Judge now.
No matter what, when you're playing this kind of rival, take your game to another level.
On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now.
Boom, that's cheddar, baby.
McGuire off of first with 2 away. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. An absolutely majestic shot, and they add a pair. It's 23-1. And just like that, his home run streak is up to 6.
Oh, he's an absolute machine, working really well at the plate right now. He just can't miss every time he swings. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. A 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
And now here is Sammy Sosa.
Almost drove one out of here last time up, flied out to the warning track.
That one hammered center field. That's back. Hauls it in on the warning track. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Welcome back. On to the bottom of the 8th. Here's the
The shortstop, number 50.
Rays leadoff hitter, number 50. New pitcher on now, Michael King.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
And a pitch. On the ground, right side. Mattingly. No play, that's an infield single.
Boog, he doesn't care how he does it. He just wants to get on base. And when he does, that puts him in a position to do some damage, put some pressure on the defense as well. His wheels are truly a weapon out there.
Nobody out, runner at first. The next offering misses, and that's ball one.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for two.
And that one finds its way through.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
And the batter now, number 0. And ball one. In there at the knees for a strike. That one off the mark. 2 balls and a strike.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Kicks and deals. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The punch out there. Down on strikes. And he knew it. Number 81. Next to hit for the Rays. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
This guy absolutely flies. The defense wants to turn 2, but they've got to get a ball they can do it with. Make sure you get the first out before you try to rush and get 2 and end up with nothing.
2 down.
Now batting, number 1.
So first and second with 2 outs. Number 1 now at the plate. This guy's turned into one of the best catchers in the National League. First offering misses the mark. Hit on the ground to the right side, and that's just foul. Next offering misses. 2-1. Swing and a miss.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
Right-handed reliever. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Right-hander kick steals. That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. All set to start the ninth in this one. Here's the catcher, Joe Torre.
Joe Torre.
And a pitch. That one is absolutely belted. Margot going back on this one. Back some more. He can't get there. That should be extra bases. And he's got a double, his 4th hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
So man aboard. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Mickey Mantle. Line to left, pulls up, and that's in there for a knock. Here's the throw to the plate. The run comes in from second, and the lead continues to grow.
Well done. Drives in the run. He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Colin Poche. He comes on for the 35th time this year. Number 50 stepping in now for the Yankees. That one ripped. And it's gone. He made him pay for that one. Another one in his incredible season. It's 26-1.
Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
I mean, come on, have a game. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Don Mattingly. This guy has turned into a beast. Liner snagged it first.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Mark McGuire stepping in now for the Yankees.
Beautiful swing in his last at bat, opposite field knock.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Lays out and makes the play. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away.
He takes a huge gamble right there. If that ball gets by him, the run scores easily from second, and the hitter maybe ends up on third. But a great job, excellent focus on the dive, and he robbed extra bases on that one.
Here's the center fielder, Ricky Henderson. Oh, what a stop. To first. They get the out, and that'll do it.
This guy's anticipation is off the charts. Don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play and end the inning.
Last chance for the home team. And now, Brandon Lau. Here comes the closer here in the ninth, Jonathan Loaisiga.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well. This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Got him. And he's down on strikes for the second time today. And next is the designated hitter, Harold Ramirez.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Loaisiga in his 5th season, 28 years old. And he's a native of Nicaragua. And there's the strike. Pitch misses there, and it's a ball and a strike. Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. And they're down to their last out.
Now batting, the left fielder,
Nico Holsizer next to hit for the Rays. See the velocity 97 with that fastball. Next pitch misses, and that is ball 1. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he deals. And down on strikes he goes. And that'll do it.
Another day, another win. I really think these guys have forgotten how to lose a ball game. It's been so long since they've lost. I really don't know what else to say. They're just a can't-miss ball club right now.
Well, this one ends in a blowout for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show.